All right, guys, welcome to tonight's team call. I am Corey Mayo, your CEO and founder of Team Living Healthy and Fit. Super excited to host this call for you tonight. Talking about our why and creating a strong vision for our future. So I would like for all of us just to say hey and welcome to Allison. She is our newest coach on our team. We're super excited to have her here. She just got back from Florida, so I'm super jealous, and she's all nice and tan and had a nice little family vacay. But we are going to talk about our why. And for our seasoned coaches or our veteran coaches, it's something that we talk about pretty often. And the reason we talk about it often is because having a deep-rooted why is something that's so incredibly important to you pushing through on the days that you maybe don't feel like showing up, or maybe when life happens and things get a little tough. Having a deep-rooted why helps you to push beyond your comfort zone, okay? So when it feels like your phone weighs 1,000 pounds and you don't want to pick it up and invite somebody to the opportunity or invite them to join you in a challenge group, you can start to make a shift and be excited about inviting that person because it's getting you another step closer to your why, okay? Your vision, your dream, your goals. It's all the same thing, but we in the network marketing world call it our why. Why are we here? It's the reason that we show up and we do what we're doing, right? So tonight I would like for you to have a pen and piece of paper like I asked for you to come. And we're going to go through some questions, but I first want to read you a couple things about your why that have stood out to me in a book that if you're participating in the mentoring group that's starting, this is going to be a book that we are all reading together, okay? But Rami says, if you can't see it, smell it, taste it, if it doesn't move you deep in your soul, then I promise you it's not enough to keep you committed, okay? So this is more than, oh, it'd be really nice to, live debt-free and to, be able to retire from my full-time job. Like, those are all great things, and a lot of people use that as part of their why. But we have to dig deeper than just scratching the surface of it, right? Those are all great things, but why do you want those things? Okay, so tonight that's what we're going to kind of talk about. And as you move through this journey, your why will change. Just like in your health and fitness journey, you start out as a beginner, right? And you have certain goals for yourself. And as you start to reach those goals, you start to create new goals. Like, it's no longer my goal to lose 60 pounds. That was a goal back then, when I first started. So just like when I first started coaching, my original why was to keep myself accountable, to my nutrition and fitness goals. And then it kind of morphed into, well, now I want to help inspire other people and I want to help other women feel the way that I feel. And then I started to see the business aspect. You might not see the business side of things yet. And really, you guys, it's difficult for our brains, the way that we think on a daily basis, to think beyond our means, to dream bigger than what we have. And that's why we want to talk about having a deep-seated why, to retrain our brain to think bigger than what we have right now. Okay? So now it's, yes, do I want to stay accountable? Yes, I want to continue to create health and happiness for my family. Yes, I want to continue to move towards freedom and freedom of our finances, freedom of our time for my family. But my why is even deeper now, and I want to help my team to accomplish their whys. It's no longer just about me reaching the goals. It's now focusing on helping my team, you girls, to achieve your why and to help mentor you towards those goals, okay? So I want to read one more paragraph, and then we'll start diving into the questions, okay? So we women are programmed to do everything for others, right? We automatically think to do everything for everybody else, people pleasers, trying to make everybody else happy, and we put ourselves on the back burner, especially for the moms who are on this call. You can really relate to the fact that once you become a mom, you kind of put yourself on the back burner. And even as a single woman, that happens, right? You think about, what are your family's needs? What do they need? What are your nieces or nephews or whatever? What do they need before you? And you put yourself on the back burner. But I promise you, building this business for others won't be enough. You need a bulletproof why to get you through the tough times. And that why has to be about you and for you. It can't be for anyone else. It shouldn't be for me. It shouldn't be for your spouse. Sure, can those people benefit from it? Can your loved ones benefit from it? Yes. But this has to be something that really resonates with you, that hits pain points with you, and that's going to make you ultimately happy. Okay, so I'm going to be setting a timer, and I'll mute myself too, because I'm going to do this right along with you girls to really dig deep and to re-evaluate my why and what's on my mind and my thoughts now. So what I would encourage you to do is, we'll use 4 sheets of paper, just so that even after this call, if you have some more thoughts that come along, you can go back to each question, okay? And you can add to it as you're thinking of different things. Because like I said, this is something that's constantly morphing as you're going through your journey. As you reach certain things, it's going to change, and that's okay to reevaluate. But it's important that we really dig deep and find what those deep-seated reasons are for this, okay? So the first question is going to be, what is your why? So number 1, you can write it out in list form, you can write it in paragraph form. That's whatever resonates with you and how you see fit. But what is your why? Remember to peel back the layers of the onion and really dig deep. What do you want? So if you don't really understand what that means, if you had $10 million in the bank right now, what would you be doing? Where would you be? What would it feel like? Who would you be with? What do you want in your life? It's money, freedom, all of that. You had all of it because you had $10 million in the bank. Okay? So I'm going to set a timer we'll probably do about 8 minutes for each one. Okay? For us to just kind of work through and make a list, and don't be afraid I'm not going to make you guys share this. This is something personal. I don't think it's going to be like school. I'm going to call you out and be like, oh, what'd you put on your list? So don't be afraid to put the personal things that really maybe make you cry or make you really excited, or whatever. Those things are what are going to be the core of your values and the core of your why. Okay? So I'm going to start the 8 minutes. So what is your why? If you were to have $10 million in the bank right now today, what would you be doing? Where would you be? Who would you be with? Okay, girls. We'll go ahead and wrap up the thought you have written down. If you're still writing, we can always come back to it. Number 2 is, why is this so important to you? Get really specific here. How do you see this changing your life, affecting your family, helping you get where you want to be long term? So I'm going to set the timer for about 5 minutes. Was 8 minutes a little too long? Yeah? Okay, we'll do 5 minutes. Okay, girls, go ahead and kind of wrap that thought up. Okay, we good? Okay, so number 3 is, if you don't achieve your why, what's the pain you'll experience? In other words, what's the cost you'll pay in your life by not taking action to build this business? Really flesh out this part. What will you and your family miss out on in life? How will this affect your confidence and your self-esteem? So how will you feel if you don't accomplish those things? If you don't start taking the action to move forward? What would life look like? Really dig deep and identify those pain points. About a minute left. Okay, so then the last question is, look ahead 5 years into the future. If you don't achieve your why, where will you be and what will you have given up? All because you didn't follow through and take action on what was important to you. So look ahead 5 years, and if you don't take the action towards your goals that you just wrote down, where will you be? And as you're done, if you girls can just kind of look up and let me know that you're done with that one. I think everybody's probably pretty close. So the whole point of this is to really identify what we really are working towards. What are the things that we're passionate about, and what are the things that give us fulfillment that we're going to take action on? The idea is to find your purpose, to find what gets you excited about life, you guys, so that you can make that your life. You can make that into something lucrative so that you can live that life, okay? So many times with coaching, we have these limiting beliefs. We are afraid of the word no. And so, because as a child, we grow up and we're told no, and then you start to associate no with this negative thing. You try to avoid it, right? But think about kids. Like, how many times will they ask the same question over and over and over and over and over again? Because they aren't attached to the word no. But the more we hear it growing up, the more we associate it with a negative tone, or something that we want to avoid, or something that's scary, or that it's rejection. And so we become afraid to step outside of our comfort zone and take the action that we need to take in order to reach our goals, right? In order to be a successful coach, you guys, we have to show up and we have to invite people to get on a healthier path, to join us in the journey and create health and happiness in their own life. Invite them into the coaching opportunity with us to help inspire them to not only have health and fitness, but also have financial freedom and the freedom of their time, and to empower their minds with personal development. That's what we have to do, right? But sometimes it's really, really scary to do that. It becomes scary because we hear the word no a couple times, and all of a sudden we kind of start to shut down and we're like, well, everybody's just rejecting me. Well, it's never no. It's just no, not right now. We talk about that all the time. But the point is that when you have a strong why, when you have a vision, when you know that your intentions are good, and the reason that you're showing up and you're starting conversations with people and you're connecting with people and you're inviting them into this, is because you know that it feels good. You know that by being in a challenge group, your life has changed. You know that being a part of this team has changed your life. You know that having the community of people has changed your life. So why are we so afraid to share that with people? We have to start connecting the why, our vision, with the excitement of inviting and taking action. And when we don't take action, what is that pain that you wrote down that you're going to feel if you don't reach your goals? If you don't take that action and you give up, how are you going to feel? What are those pain points? And we have to almost retrain our brain that on the days that we don't show up and we aren't coachable, we aren't trying to learn, we aren't taking steps forward, that we're essentially causing ourselves pain because we're not moving forward. We're not taking the action that we need to move forward towards our goals. Okay. And I hope that your why had your own nutrition and fitness in there. I hope that you have some goals for your own journey, not just business, you guys. This is for your life. Okay. So I'm not going to ask anybody to share theirs, but I'm just going to share a little bit of mine, so that I think that it's important that we share each other's vision. I don't want to ask anybody to do that unless they're comfortable with doing that. But I want to share with you a little bit because I want you to see that my vision is bigger than what's happening right now. Okay. So some of the things that I wrote down on what is my why and what life would be like if I had that $10 million in the bank. We are a healthy, happy family of 4. We have paid off all of our debt, and we're not only living, but giving in abundance. We are able to donate significant amounts of money to children's hospitals. We are able to donate money to our rescue barn and any dog rescues of choice. Not only are we donating money financially, we are also volunteering at volunteer to help food pantries and families in need. And we are a foster home for Dobermans and helping the dogs in need. We have a vacation home that we travel to at least 4 to 6 times per year on the beach because we want to go somewhere warm, and we travel often. Our boys can pick any college of choice, and finances would not be an issue. I am volunteering with domestic violence victims, women and children, to empower them to move past the scars and the trauma that they have gone through. We regularly attend church and have a good connection with God. I have grown into a strong leader, helping my team achieve massive success in their dreams. We are a 15-star and above team, and I am empowering 100 new women every month to live a healthier, happier lifestyle for themselves. Okay, so that's what I wrote down in the 5 minutes. Why is this important to me? Because I'm no longer happy with my current career. I want more freedom of time and finances. This will allow us to be more present with one another, actually living our life and not just going through the motions. We laugh often. Our family would be closer and living in abundance. We could serve and give more to our families and those around us. My heart would be full of passion, purpose, and fulfillment. Or my heart would feel passion, purpose, and fulfillment. Living life day in and day out is no longer an option. We could experience new things together as a family. I would feel complete. No longer stressing over finances or rushing to run out the door, just running the rat race. What pains would you experience if I didn't reach those goals? Regret, failure, stress of money and time, resentment, feeling mediocre, feeling like I'm not enough. My family will be okay, but we deserve more. My family will always be okay because I am a person that takes action. My family will always be okay. We've never not been okay. Even when we were living paycheck to paycheck, we were okay. But my kids deserve more than that. College might not be a choice or as easy. I will be incredibly unhappy at my current job. I would lose confidence and happiness. A loss of sense of purpose and fulfillment, like that. I didn't think I was going to cry, but it's pain points, right? If I give up and I don't reach those goals because I didn't take action, I will have given up on reaching my dream life, settling because some lame self-doubt or roadblock. We would likely be back in the daily rat race, unhappy and feeling less than and insecure, just like I did before I started this journey. Your why should make you cry. That was not intentional. Definitely didn't think that was going to happen. But you can see that those are strong reasons why I show up. It's not always easy to peel yourself out of bed at 5:30 in the morning, but when you have a reason, when you know that you deserve better, you make yourself do it, right? There are days that I want to make excuses. There are days that I say, okay, I worked hard enough. I need to just take a break for me. You have to keep pushing forward, okay? That's why we write this out. You are all here for a reason. You want more, maybe for a little turkey like this, or for yourself, but you want more than what you have right now. And you deserve more, and you are capable of more. It's believing in yourself enough to push forward and to write that out. And if when you read yours, it doesn't really either light a fire in your belly, make you angry because of your pain points, or make you cry, you need to take more time. He's making everybody laugh. You need to take more time and dig deeper. You need to peel back more layers because there's something else more. Okay? Thank you all so much for being on the call. If you are open enough to sharing, you can either share in the team and share your vision and what you're going for and what your dreams are, and we can all help to hold you accountable for that. Or if you would like to just share it with me personally because you're not ready to share it with everybody else, I would absolutely love to hear your story and your why and what we can do together to push forward and to make that happen for you. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? No? All right, girls. I will let you get back to your evening. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on the call. I will get this recording up just as soon as it's on YouTube for all of you if you want to listen to the playback or go through it again. And if you have any questions, just let me know, okay? Have a good night, girls.